All right, so we have a very special edition of the Julian Show. We're joined by Keith McPherson, WFAN radio host, and many other things. Diehard Yankee fan. We had this big content creator event. We meet some people. Now we're in the studio. So, Keith, thank you for taking the time on this frigid Tuesday night to join me and talk some Yankees baseball and a bunch of other stuff we love.
Yeah, man. It's February now. It's February 3rd. We're like a week away from, pitchers and catchers reporting, and it's Super Bowl week. So as soon as the Super Bowl ends, baseball fans say, yes, it's baseball season.
Yeah, the thing is, for me, like, I'm already in baseball mode because it's like WBC. Like,
Right.
I feel like I'm prepping early for baseball, like, earlier than usual. So I'm excited.
Yeah, there's a lot of Yankees playing in the World Baseball Classic. Aaron Boone was just on WFAN, and he talked about how, like, this might be the peak for the WBC. The World Baseball Classic might not be any bigger than it is this year because it hit a fever pitch last year with the United States versus Japan. I can't talk. It's late. Ohtani versus Trout. Like, what I'm hoping is the United States wins and it does reach a higher level because it's good for the health of the sport.
Absolutely. And Aaron Judge is going to be playing in it. So every Yankee fan is going to want to tune in for that. And the USA is bringing their best guns this time. So I think it's going to be really exciting. And it's really a fun way to get the season started. And
Yeah. Judge playing, I think we're all excited for, but at the same time, we got to hold our breath.
Yeah, exactly. So, Jared, speaking of Judge, let's play that clip. We got a lot of Aaron Judge hype here.
Yo, that's amazing. That just made me feel really good because I was in there and I have a video that is not as good as that. I could not track that ball. I didn't know it was going to hit all the way off the foul pole and then fall back into fair territory. But I will say that was the most lit, exciting, crazy moment in recent memory at Yankee Stadium. Crazier than anything from the Red Sox wild card round, crazier than Volpe's Grand Slam, anything from the World Series. And the World Series was lit too, Game 5. Judge and Jazz back-to-back homers, Giancarlo homer. That moment for the captain, Aaron Judge, a 3-run bomb off the foul pole, especially because the Yankees were losing that game. And we were thinking, oh, no, is this it? We're about to get eliminated tonight.
Yeah.
No, the Yankees came back to win and force another game. And I cannot remember another time, another night that the Bronx was that crazy, that the Bronx was that live. So that was a good clip. That was a good memory. We need more of those, but it's got to go from the DS to the CS to the World Series.
100%, bro. And that is definitely a good building point that Judge can use because he's had a lot of playoff failures. So, like we were talking about the event, that you had a lot of optimism that can carry him to the playoffs next year if other guys step up, unlike last year.
Yeah, because, I mean, just in life, right, you do something once, you have the confidence that you could do it again. Like the first WFAN show that I ever did, I was nervous as hell. I thought I was terrible, but I got one in the books. Once you get one in the bag, it's like, okay, let's do the next one. And I feel like for Judge, he got the monkey off his back. He climbed that mountain. He had his postseason moment, and he had his best postseason. So the only way from there is to build on that. I just feel like he struggled for so many years and it became his MO. He struggled for so many years and people would not let it go that Judge wasn't a postseason performer. He performed this year. He has a signature moment now, and he's quiet those haters and skeptics. So if he can continue that, and, I give credit to him being a dad. I said that changed his life. I know it changed my life. He has a little girl, a little daughter that, perspective of like that is the most important thing. Baseball is just a game. I think Judge is locked in, and now we need Jazz and Belly and Grisham and Stanton and Wells and whoever else to follow up.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. Normally stands so reliable in October. That's why last year was definitely disappointing.
Yeah.
Bellinger and Grisham. Grisham had that big moment with the Padres at Citi Field where he was smacking them around, I remember.
Yeah.
Bellinger did win the championship with the Dodgers, although it's a weird ring, but it still counts. And he was good that postseason. But he's been a little up and down in the playoffs overall. Jazz is another guy I expect more from in October. I definitely need to see him shorten up and take his hits instead of going for the long ball and always
Right.
striking out in some key spots.
Get on. Who else are we missing? Ryan McMahon.
Yeah.
Volpe or Caballero, most likely Volpe when we get there. And Ben Rice. How can we forget Ben Rice? Ben Rice, the first pitch he saw, boom, home run. That lit the stadium up too, but then he didn't have much after that.
Sorry, guys, we're having a little bit of tech issues, a little bit of Wi-Fi problem on their end. I'm Jared. I'm behind the scenes. They're probably gonna pop back in a little bit. I'm gonna text Julian right now, see what's up. But Chief Mamba, see some of these chatters. What's up, Joe? Chris. We got, who else we got in here? We got 6 people in here. But yeah, we're all excited for some Yankees baseball. Obviously, I'm behind the scenes, but they're having a little bit of a Wi-Fi problem at the studio right now. But I'm a huge Yankee fan as well. I work with Julian on his podcast. They're popping in. They should be popping in a little bit. Freaking Wi-Fi, dude. $12 people. Keith and Julian should be back in a couple. What's up, Latino sports? Yep. Yeah. Got you, Julian. Keith is gonna be back in a little bit. Julian and Keith are having a little bit of tech issues. The Wi-Fi at the studio is a little bit shaky, but they're doing their best to come back right now. They should be back. Yeah, hit the like, hit the sub, just like with Latino sports. But yeah, who else we got in the chat? What's up? What's up? Julian and Keith are gonna pop in a second. They're having a little bit of tech issues, but I'm here for now. Let's get some chatters in here. What's up, Ivan? Hey. We're still live, right? We're still good? Yep, we're still live. Should be back. Let me text Julian. I'm here for now. Let's get some chatters in here. Okay, here's Julian.
We don't know.
Oh.
What's up?
Yeah, I think he's gonna play the clip, so we'll be working on that.
Producer.
Yo. You guys just went out for a while. You guys just went out. Hello? Can you guys?
Cold world.
Is it the connection issue? Maybe.
Yes.
I think we're good now.
It says we're live.
Yeah, we're definitely
Yeah,
good. I think.
We're still. You guys are still live.
Yeah.
And the internet's good up there.
Hold on. I can play Cole. I got him.
Swing and a miss. Mancini down on strikes. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. And he goes around. Spencer, more than 98. Swing and a miss. And the pitch. Strike three. Swing and a miss.
I'll shoot him a text. You might be going on the IL.
Sit. 2-2. Strike three. Swing and a 3-2. Strike three.
So excited when Garrett Cole signed with the Yankees, and unfortunately, I feel like that feeling's been washed away because they haven't won since he's been there. And you kind of expected the ring sooner when you sign Garrett Cole to a big deal like that, like a record-setting deal.
I'll say this: Cole wasn't the issue in the postseason in 2024 at all. Cole got pulled out in Game 1 of the World Series, 88 pitches. Right? Cole was cruising in Game 5, and then they all S the bed and couldn't get an out. So I'm excited about Cole. And that's what I tell some of these crybaby ass Yankee fans that forget. Like, you guys are so quick to forget, like, who's on this team. And getting Garrett Cole back, he's an ace. He's a dog. He's a leader. He's one of the best pitchers of this generation. And if he comes back with a freaking robo arm, let's bully. Because behind him, you'll have Max Fried. Behind him, you'll have Cam Schlittler. Notice I put Cam Schlittler before Carlos Rodon. And then we'll see what happens with the rest of the cast of characters that include Luis Heel, Will Warren, Ryan Weathers,
and
Clark Schmidt.
Yeah, whenever he returns, potentially. I don't know if I'm going to bank Clark just because it was like June, July, TJ. So I'm not. Like,
I'm just saying, there's some depth. So by the time we get to October, we don't know who's going to be there.
Yeah, about Elmer Rodriguez. He's going to be pitching in WBC for Puerto Rico. I'm really excited for him. Like, I'm going to tell you, I'm confident if he steps in. I think he's almost ready. And the WBC might be a good way for him to grow up quick because he's going to face some real competition there. So we're going to see what he's made of when the lights are out of the WBC.
I've heard a lot about the kid.
I like him a lot.
Obviously, it was a Carlos Narvaez trade, and we didn't need another catcher. And, you know, that would make it even sweeter. If this guy that the Red Sox gave us, right, turns into being a stud, and then the next up-and-coming young ace for the Yankees, let's ride.
Yeah, I like him a lot. He's a good pitch mix. He's not going to blow you away with the radar gun, but it's like a 96, 98 potentially. It's not going to hit 100 probably. Maybe it could happen.
He's going to start in Somerset most likely this year with the Patriots. Oh, okay, good. He was with the Patriots last year.
He did like a small speed bump at AAA to end the season. So to me, he's like the next man up almost in the rotation if something happens to like the Weathers, Heel, or Warren, because I think you can make a case that makes more sense to start him in Yarbrough unless they don't think he's ready. Like, I'd rather see Elmer make the start in Yarbrough just for like excitement.
Me too. And I kind of have a sneaky suspicion that Yarbrough could be in the pen. We don't have that many lefties in the pen, and like he's done both. And if we don't need him to make starts, like we had him coming out of the bullpen last year. And then we turned him into a starter as a necessity because the Yankees played around with Carlos Carrasco making starts and Marcus Stroman making starts. Ryan Yarbrough can come out of the pen if they work on him and get him right. And, hey, you can never have enough pitching.
No, I view him as a piece in the pen, too, like a bridge guy, because they do have Tim Hill, who we like as a lefty, obviously. Yes. I think Hedrick's pretty good, too. I
forgot about Hedrick.
I can see him cracking that 8-man.
Yeah, I always forget about him.
Yeah.
And, like, Yeri De Los Santos, and like there's some fringe guys that you forget
about.
So
many. Like, they got Winquist. He's a Rule 5 guy with Zach, and it looked like they made a trade for a Rockies reliever who's like a ground ball guy they're trying to fix. I think it's like a Cervalli.
You're in the chat. I see y'all in the chat. RJ Davis, what's up? Miss Chocolate says Cole is one of the smartest pitchers in the game. He's a Cy Young winner for a reason, right? We're getting the 2023 Cy Young winner back. Futures in the chat. Yanks 2077. You're my guy Ray Condi says, I tell you all the time, the Yankee fans are silly. Yeah, you know what I say all the time, right? the best rivalry in all of sports is Yankee fans versus other Yankee fans, or the biggest rivalry in all of sports, will never agree. And there can never be one voice of the Yankee fan because there's a billion Yankee fans and everybody's got their own thoughts and never can be happy. So, I see you wrote that in. Tim Hill is too situational to be the only
Jared's
lefty.
writing in the
Jared wrote that in.
That makes sense.
Right. He's very he's a lefty specialist
Yes.
coming out of the pen. He's going to face a certain part of the lineup that he can get out. You're going to need another lefty. So Yarbrough and Hedrick.
Yeah.
Jack and Cheese, what up, bro? Appreciate you guys from my YouTube coming in to check out.
Thank you, guys.
My guy Jules' YouTube. Make sure you follow him. Make sure you look up Julian Guiarte and his stuff. He does great work, and I'm just here supporting and helping him out. What else you got, Jules?
All right, yeah. So I like that talk, and then looking at the pitch and the rotation. That bullpen to me is like kind of leaky. Like I know, like they do a lot of these project reinventions, but this one seems more bare than like we're even used to. Like think about it. You have closing is Bednar. You like that.
He's also playing in the World Baseball
Classic. Another guy. Yep. There's so many. There's like 10 plus. I was going through it with Jared the other day.
With Wells now.
Yep. I like him playing Red DR. It's kind of cool. So like, yeah. The bullpen's a little bit weak. There's only 3 guys that you definitely feel good about, maybe 4. Fernando Cruz, as long as he's healthy, I feel good with him.
Yeah.
He showed a lot to me last year. Got some big outs in October.
Yeah.
That splitter's nasty as long as he can control it.
Bednar, Cruz, and
maybe Duvall. It's fringy.
He was good in the postseason.
That's what I mean. Like Tim Hill, yes, in a situation only. He's not going to do bulk work. So, like, it's only 3 to 4 guys you really fully know that you can kind of trust right now. In my opinion,
they traded for Jake Bird last year, and he got sent down, so he better figure it out and be a part of this.
Yes.
Like I already mentioned, the Yerry De Los Santos types, Paul Blackburn.
Yeah, that's a gamble.
I mean, these guys got to figure it out. And I'll say this about the bullpen: it seems somewhat shaky right now because you're missing a lot of innings.
Yes.
Between Loizaga, Leiter Jr., Weaver, Devin Williams.
Yeah.
But if there's one thing that we can hang our hats on as Yankee fans, Cashman always builds a bullpen. He always figures that out. He's always got a good pen.
Last year was a surprising year that it wasn't really that good. So, but it happens once in a while. You
Injuries,
right,
and kind of forcing guys and stretching guys a little bit too far.
I'm going to offer one name that I think you've heard me talk about a lot, and it's actually something interesting. Michael Kopech is the guy that interests me.
I have seen you just
I've been
recently.
very vocal about this. I heard some stuff about it, and Heyman puts it out. Well,
why? What do you like about him? What do you see?
All right, I see a guy. It's like he has that good velo still, and he's on. He get 100 plus.
Yes.
He went through a lot of injuries, so you're not going to have to pay much. It's another experiment,
Low
kind
cost.
of. But he did take the Yankees down in the World Series, so he's won the ring. I like that. That's something big.
With the Dodgers.
I like the breaking stuff when he's on. It's just a question of health. I still think he could pitch. I don't think he's lost it. He's like not even that old yet. I think he's only like in the 30 or 31 range, somewhere in there. So I don't think he's cooked. It's just a question of health. I think it's a guy the Yankees should take a look at. I really do.
And what do you see him as, like a setup guy? You see him as
maybe like a 6-7 to start. If he gets it right, like he could be in that 8th if things are going really well for him.
I can see it. They're not done. And that's another thing fans need to know. Moves get made. Like I remember they traded for Jose Trevino during spring training.
Yes, they do a lot of these.
And then he ended up being a platinum glove catcher and all-star. So like moves can get made.
I've watched ERC pitch in AA. He's real good. I think we'll see him in spring training. Well, I don't know how much because it's WBC, but like we'll see.
We'll see all of them.
See looks of him.
Go down there early for workouts. Go down there for the first couple weeks before they start going to Houston and to Miami and to other places. I think United States plays in Houston.
Yes, they do. You're right.
I'm not sure where Dominican Republic. I have it. I got you.
They play in Miami.
Okay, Dominicans in Republic. Dominican Republic. What about Puerto Rico?
Puerto Rico has hosting, so ERC is going to be in its home country, which is going to be really exciting for him as well. So like he was really happy to do it. It was just a question of getting clearance, and that's been a whole fiasco. But Puerto Rico's playing with Cuba, Panama, Colombia, and then Canada, so that'll be interesting. We'll see if Elmer could pitch them out of the group, maybe. I think Seth Lugo got approved, so he won't be the ace anymore. There was a moment in time where it looks like he might have been the ace because things will get a little bit dicey for Puerto Rico. That would have been a lot. Like, I don't know.
And then they had the issue with the insurance.
Yeah.
Where Lindor is not going to play because they weren't able to get insured. Hey, Edwin Diaz. It's all from that Edwin Diaz.
And he's in there too, which makes it crazy. He got approved somehow.
And his brother too?
I don't know what happened with Alexis Diaz. I got to check back in on that one.
It was a couple weeks
though.
ago that came up. Not even, it was last week.
Yeah, I think
up.
he may be in it. I'm not as sure as Edwin, but I'm going to ask you some career questions and some highlights for you and like some stuff you've enjoyed. So,
yeah, sure.
How about your favorite moment from WFAN, or maybe narrow it down to like a top 3, my favorite moments or nights or something?
My favorite moment at there's too many.
Yeah, I know this is
like I can give you maybe 3, right? My favorite moment before I got on air was the news break, the article coming out on the New York Post, the article coming out in Awful Announcing, and being in Puerto Rico with my wife and getting that call from Craig Carton on the Carton and Roberts show, welcoming me into WFAN. That was a we made it moment. That was a I did it. I told you I was going to do it. I'm on now. I cried so many tears of joy. I drank that night. I was at the casino that night. My wife went to sleep. I stayed up in Puerto Rico. I partied that whole night. I definitely had some drunk calls to people. I definitely talked to some family members. Like, we made it. On air moment, always on air moments that I got to share with people I admired. Like first time I got to talk to John Sterling on air.
That's
amazing. I got to interview Warren Moon on air. Like I was a kid going to the library in my elementary school, taking out the Warren Moon book and reading about him. And then fast forward as an adult, I get to interview him on air. Like that's amazing. And then I'll say my last thing, right? When I decided to step down from WFAN, I did it my own way, right? I did it my way. I posted it on my Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Viral, movie, out of here. 7.5 million views on Twitter, almost 80,000 views on Instagram, a bunch of different views across the social landscape. And it was unorthodox and nobody had ever seen that before. And here I am now, fast forward, I don't know, December, January, February. At the end of this month, it'll make it 3 months.
It's crazy.
And, people have made up a bunch of different things. Oh, Keith got fired. Oh, Keith got kicked to the curb.
Really
what's Keith doing? They canceled the show because he was roasting Mets fans. Nah. All I can say is God is good. Trust in God's plan for you. When you feel something in your gut, go for it and don't look back and stay tuned. I know a lot of you guys that have popped into the chat are already KM to AM, Keith McPherson supporters. And all I can tell you is I'm young in this industry. I'm young in this game. I've done 5 shows at WFAN since.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm still doing.
Clearly not fired.
Yeah, I'm not fired. I'm still doing the shows. Like I told people I'll be back. But I can't do the show till 2 a.m. every night.
Yeah.
But there will be other places that you will see me in the future. I can promise you that. As long as I don't die, Lord willing, like I'm looked at as somebody that's young in this New York media industry and game that is just getting started. And there are a ton of people that reached out in these last 2-3 months to say, hey, what's next? And I'm like, I'm still under contract. But, my contract will change some. And when we get into baseball season, I promise you there will be a few different ways that you can find me and that you will see me. And I hope to still be able to fill in on the radio when I can.
Let's deserve to get roasted, though, LOL.
I'm saying, so I've been doing some of the Met fan shows, too. And like I saw the 7 Line posted this thing about me. This is the last thing I'll say about it. What I told people was they're like, oh, so all that trolling with the Mets, you don't hate the Mets, right? The bleacher creatures hate the Mets. One of the things you're taught as a bleacher creature, we hate the Mets. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, Mets suck. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, Mets suck. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun, Mets suck. Like that's what we come up on, right? We hate the Mets, F the Mets. The Mets are trash. METS, my entire team sucks. But when I got on air, I realized because I'm such a Yankee boy, and like some people don't know my history, in 2014, I was in the MLB fan cave as the selected Yankee fan to represent all Yankee fans in Derek Jeter's final season. I got picked out of 25,000 applicants.
That's nuts.
So like that alone puts me in a different category. Then I get on MLB Network And I'm not a former player like Xavier Scruggs.
Mhm.
I'm not a reporter like Hannah Kaiser. And I'm not a pretty girl TV host like LG, Lauren Gardner.
Yeah.
They put me on there as like, this guy is a fan. He's giving us the fan perspective. Hey, Keith, tell us how the game was last night. I blazed a trail into WFAN as well as a Yankee boy. You guys that really follow me know I did 3 different Yankee podcasts.
Mhm.
I did George's Box with Bronx Pinstripes. I did Pinstripe Strong with Joe's McFly, which was under John Boy.
Mhm.
And then Sweeney Murdy and I had a podcast called Bronx Baseball. When I got on air, I realized I'm so Yankee down, I bleed pinstripes. These Mets fans don't care to hear me talk about their team. They don't want to hear it from me, just like I don't want to hear Mets fans talk about the Yankees.
Yeah.
So I knew the only way to evoke emotion and get a rise and a response out of them was to twist that knife in their back and troll their asses and make fun of them and roast them in a way that had never been done on WFAN before, because all the other hosts tried to play it neutral, play it down the middle. Not me. When they deserve to be laughed at, right? When Hawk Tua girl throws out the first pitch and they blew the game, pun intended, to the Oakland A's in their building, I roasted them for that. When they're the first team to jump out there and sign Clay Holmes, I roasted them for that because that's what you should do. I'm the Yankee fan in the group chat with Mets fans. I'm the Yankee fan that goes to work and there's a bunch of Met fans and I let them hear it. But I did it on the radio because I'm not afraid. They didn't like that about me, and that's okay. It's not my full-on persona. It's part of shtick. It's part of a radio personality. Exactly. I'm known as an on-air personality. Yes. When I get on air, I'm supposed to tone my personality up a bit because it's theatrical. Anyway, let's go Yanks. The Mets suck. You already know what side I'm on. And hopefully in the future, I don't have to talk about the Mets too much at all.
Yeah, and I'll say a couple of things too. Like I have to play more neutral as the reporting aspect, but it was funny how they collapsed. I'm not gonna lie, it was hysterical. Oh, like they signed one solo record deal, even made the playoffs. Like that's funny. That's the funny.
Trolling, and
like, then they deserve that as well.
I do the trolling. I do the trolling on the internet better than anybody. Like the memes that I posted when they actually got eliminated.
I sent you something too.
People were like, Keith, we want to see the receipts. We want to see the receipts. So I'm like, all right, I gotta cook them. And I did. And it's all fun, bro. It's entertainment.
Yeah, the get shut out by the Marlins is just like the icing on the cake.
Trash.
We all saw it coming too. That's what makes it funnier. Like it was just a slow dive ever since June. Like it just wasn't matching up. And it's not even Soto's fault either. Like he actually played well, but like it doesn't really matter. So
and that's the thing too. They don't hear me when I break that stuff down. When I actually give good analysis, I had a take that they weren't going to make the postseason. I was calling it in early August. And people are, he's just a Met hater. I'm like, no, you don't have the pitching. Mm-hmm. You don't have a starting pitcher.
I said the same exact thing.
Like, you don't have a starting pitcher.
Playing it down the middle. Like I went there, I covered a lot of games early in the year, and I thought they were going to do well because like they were off to a hot start. I couldn't envision the collapse before it happened. Like I knew guys were pitching over their heads, but I thought they'd at least be able to maintain a wild card spot.
It's simple math. If you watch baseball, they didn't have a starting pitcher that would go deep in games.
Yeah, you're right.
So they were burning their bullpen out. You're taxing the bullpen, and then you decide to call up kids to save the day.
McLean almost did it. He was the only one.
I mean, Nolan McLean is 1 out of 3. Jonah Tong and Brandon Sproat, who they traded to the Brewers. That's not enough to get you in the dance.
I didn't like the way they did that either. Like, if they were going to do McLean, they probably should have been more aggressive with it. They waited too long. That was another problem.
That was David Stern's fault. And then I also had a take that there's no way they navigate their way through the National League East without a starting pitcher at the deadline.
I like that too.
They didn't. I literally had, like, WFN made that quote card, and people are like, oh, this is just a Yankee homer. I'm like, no, you need a starter. You need a starter. Like Kodai Senga got hurt. Griffin Canning got hurt. You don't know what you're going to get out of Clay Holmes. You don't know what you're going to get out of Sean Manaea. You don't know what you're going to get out of David Peterson. I'm not hating, and that's the thing. I'm like, damn, even when I give these Met fans analysis, they don't want to hear it. When I troll them and make fun of them, they hear me then. So you do what works.
I said the same thing. Like the deadline to me, like they failed not getting the pitcher. I thought it was a colossal mistake, and then I knew they were gonna have to put the kids in because they had nothing left. They were running on fumes.
Right.
Like it just wasn't gonna hold up. They tried to do what they could, but it just wasn't enough. Let's get back to the Yankees. So,
let's. A team that actually like spends the money and gets to the postseason and does what they're supposed to do for the most part.
Yes, they had a much lower payroll too, and the Mets last year, and they will again this year, but whatever. So you talked about 203. This might be top 2, but give me some of your favorite 203 stories or unhinged stuff, like maybe fun memories you've had from 203. Like just like games or like even outside the games. I know it's a big community.
I remember.
And I really respect what you guys do. Like I enjoy seeing you guys.
So
like I'm cool with a lot of you, so it's fun.
I don't know how I got into the Bleacher Creatures, but we used to drink when I was younger. Like Friday night games used to be the drinking night, and we used to get so faded before the games, and then be in the bleachers. And sometimes people would sneak in alcohol. And my favorite moment was when I discovered the bodega. The bodega is not a secret anymore.
No.
But back in 2015, 16, it was like a Yankee Stadium speakeasy. And I remember leaving the game out of gate 8 with the Creatures, and we're walking past the dugout, and they're like, yo, let's go get a beer. I'm like, yo, let's pop in here. They're like, no, come this way. I'm like, yo, why are we walking past the bar right here? You want to go get a drink? They bring me to the bodega. We get beers at the bodega and go into the backyard. And I was like, a whole new world. I was like, I had no idea. This was like, that was the most BX shit to me. I'm like,
that
damn.
was BX to its core.
I'm like, yo, there's a whole area out here where we can smoke and drink. So that was my first big moment with, I think that was 2016 that was the 2017 season, because that was the year that we made it to Game 7 of the ALCS. It was a magical year. But 2015 and 16, I was going to the stadium by myself for the first time. 2017 is when I really started to get in with the Creatures. I was with them a little bit in 16. Like some of you probably saw the video of Judge's first roll call. Like I was there, but I wasn't going to as many games. 2017 was the first year I was like, yo, I'm going to like 30, 40 games.
I love that.
My 2 biggest moments in the bleachers, selfishly, and then I'll give you a bonus one that has nothing to do with me.
All right, go ahead.
Astros come back to town for the first time after the pandemic, and I lead the roll call. And it was so loud in there. It was insane. I was scared. Like, I don't get nervous. I don't really have stage fright. I've done so many things. I defeated my own ego. I don't care what people think about what I look like, whatever. But I was nervous in that moment because I'm like, the players aren't going to be able to hear me, because the game starts and everybody's just boo, boo, F out Tuve, F out. And it is the environment in there. Everybody is going nuts. People are like going insane. And so, the first thing you got to do is, and I'm trying to get the slow clap. I'm trying to get everybody, and it's not having. Then I just did the, hey, yo. And then once I got that going, we got through it. I got through my first one, and I said, never again. Never again. I never did another one and done. And then
wow, I didn't know that.
I never, because it was.
I do remember that because I was at that game actually. I wasn't in 203, but I know the atmosphere you're talking. I had to go. Like you had to.
Yeah, everybody was there. It was
everyone that was able to be there with the restrictions.
Because it was like, yo, this was payback, right? The Astros cheated.
It was like,
and we couldn't come into the stadium in 2020.
Right, so that they had a whole year off the hook in that sense from fans hearing it and everything.
It was
loud. It felt like there was full, even though it wasn't.
If you look at my TikTok, the video is pinned on my TikTok. It's got like 200,000 views on it. Okay, my other big moment was when I filled in for Susan Waldman, and Tina, the queen of the bleachers, and Mark, who leads the roll call, had the Bleacher Creatures chant Keith McPherson after they did all the players' names.
I just remember this too.
I'm up there. And hello and greetings from Yankees Stadium. You're listening to New York Yankees baseball on the Fan, the Yankees radio network. This is Keith McPherson, blah, 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 Justin Shackle. All right, here we go. First pitch. And they get into it. They do everybody. And I'm trying to, do these like reads, like the Vision Zero initiative, and like, read all these things. And then I hear Keith McPherson. Yeah. Keith McPherson. And I'm like, I just take the microphone off my headset, I put it back, and I'm like, wow. I almost cried. I'm like, I just got a roll call. I didn't play. The last person to get a roll call that wasn't a Yankee was John Sterling the month before. I'm like, bro, I'm in legend status now.
I don't know what I would do if I ever got one. I'd probably just pass out, to be honest with you. So I can understand that being a lot, especially when you're in the booth.
Last bonus one. You know how if you're ever in the bleachers and we do the roll call and the last thing we say is, we don't do the wave. Don't do the wave
I hate
here.
The wave so much.
Bro, we were playing the Blue Jays back in maybe 2019, and this is a good way to segue because this name has come up in Yankees conversations. I think it was 2019. I have to go back and look at the game. I want to say it was 2019. Fans start doing the wave late in like maybe the 7th or 8th inning, and Randall Grichuk hits a home run.
Oh, yes. We will talk about him.
And the bleachers lost their mind. We started blaming people. People got hit. People started fighting over like, don't do the wave. It's your fault. People were pushed. People had beers and stuff thrown at them. Like, we don't do the wave over here. You guys did the wave, and that made Randall Grichuk hit a home run. Pay attention to the game.
Yeah, no, I despise the wave, and I don't even say in 203 as often as you, and I can't stand it. I think you made me not like it, and I'm cool with it now because the wave's so annoying, but it's just unnecessary. But
we don't need it.
Yeah, it's just not needed. So Grichuk is a Yankee killer, which is why I might be interested in having him on the team so he doesn't have to hurt them anymore. That's one aspect of it.
Yeah, but he's washed.
But he does hit well at Yankee Stadium, though. I was looking at some numbers. He has like 18 bombs.
We would get him like we get Donaldson washed, right? Donaldson was with the Blue Jays,
and it's definitely a gamble.
And then we get washed Donaldson. But it depends. If they're not paying him too much, I know that the Yankees are looking for another right-handed outfielder.
We're looking for one more guy.
They didn't get Austin Hayes.
Yeah.
Rumor came out that they were in on Luis Robert.
Yes, that was interesting to me. I think that was like a fallback if they get Bellinger. That's what it's to be. And that would have been interesting. The Mets got him. I like Robert, actually. We'll see if they can redeem him, but
he's a center fielder.
Scenery. Yeah, we'll see.
And they paid Trent Grisham $22 million.
No, they're basically making similar money, which is interesting because Grisham had a way better year, but you like Robert's probably ceiling higher, like over the long term.
You saw Cashman double down on the Grisham stuff.
Yeah, I did.
He's standing on business.
Am I really surprised? No,
I'm not surprised.
I can't say I am. So we're going to have to see how that one works out for him. All right, yes. Andujar, we have a big discussion for Andujar, actually. So Jared hit that clip. I would be interested in bringing him back, actually.
Me too.
So I think
that one is drilled to left field. That ball is one hopper over the wall for a double. 1 run scores. Gregorius will head back to third. It's an RBI double for Andujar. Another extra base.
That is cracked left field. Home run Andujar. Did you just call that? I don't think it's calling it when he's allowed the 3rd most homers in the National League. Excellent job right there. Miguel Andujar. See how he pulls this ball to left field. Staying up the middle, fouling off pitches until he can get one he can handle, and handle it, he did.
All right, yeah, so I think it's a good idea for a couple of different reasons. You have to, the defense will still bug some people, but
left field?
Yes, possibly in a pinch if you need
He's gotten better, though, in left field.
That's what I'm saying. I think he's more serviceable out there than he was at third base when the Yankees first had him.
Could still play third base in a spot if you need him.
First base if you need an emergency as well, I think.
Yes.
I mean, Rosario's going to learn first. He's going to play first. So how much different would that really be, honestly, if you think about it?
He's better than Rosario.
I think so as well, honestly. Like, he still hit over 300 last year and like 300-ish at bats, in fairness. He's killed lefties the last 2 seasons. High OPS is like in the high 9s. And his career OPS is 807 against lefties. And you need to balance the lineup and the bench. And if Giancarlo goes down, like, you wouldn't feel much better about anyone else being a DH and Andujar. And they've been ill-prepared to handle the Stanton injury, which is kind of odd because you know he's going to hurt every year. So I would like to see them handle
it's a part of his game.
Like,
if you know it's part of his game, why aren't you preparing for that? I'll say this about Miggy Andu, Miggy Two Bags, the helicopter, right? His rookie season, I had this rant because I was an Ohtani hater right away. I'm still an Ohtani hater. Like, I can't get away from it. I mean, it's hard. I can respect. I can respect him.
I respect.
Okay, I got no choice but to respect him as a baseball fan. But as a Yankee fan, F that guy.
He doesn't like the Yankees.
He never gave the Yankees an opportunity. He ducked the Yankees for years.
Zero chance.
He took the Rookie of the Year away from Miguel Andujar. So I think there's a redemption story built into here.
Okay,
bring Miguel Andujar back. Let him be a bench player. If somebody gets hurt, he gets to shine.
Yeah.
And then we go meet the Dodgers in the World Series. And he has a big hit or big moment. Maybe he hits it off of Ohtani.
That would be now we're cooking.
The universe never unconnects. Put a note in that somewhere when that comes to light in October.
We're definitely going to use that as a snippet just in case. Just so we can say we had that. That's going to be one clip from this episode. I do enjoy that. Yeah, he kind of had a rough deal because Gio Urshela emerged out of nowhere. that wasn't expected. His injury was like sliding back to a bag. Like,
Yeah.
kind of ruined his whole outlook. And then Gio was so good, you couldn't switch it because the defense was so good, you just couldn't justify making that switch defensively. And then like he couldn't DH because Stanton was still a thing back then, even though he missed a lot of
Everybody's
2019
gone
season.
from that team except Judge and Stanton. He didn't even play
Yeah,
with these guys.
You're right.
Cole wasn't there yet.
You're right.
Everybody that was on that team is gone. Glaber,
Yeah. Luke Voigt.
Gary Sanchez.
Voigt was in that mix. Brett Gardner was in that mix. Your boy Clint Frazier. Someone actually brought up in the chat about the playoff moment for Clint. I was going to share it before.
Oh, yeah. I did see in the chat.
Jared, get that back
Somebody
if you
said,
could find the Clint Frazier part.
So listen, like I appreciate Clint coming to the bleachers, but that wouldn't be one of my top moments.
Clint in the playoffs was awesome. Okay, he went to the bleachers in the playoffs. Right, got it. Okay,
I'll say this about Clint.
Right, I liked what you guys did. By the way, I really enjoyed.
Yeah,
it.
so stay tuned.
Okay,
right,
all
I
right.
told Clint
Let's see.
once the games start, you will see Clint and I do something again because he has a ton of insight as a former player.
Mm-hmm.
But I give Clint credit because when he first said that he was going to go out to the bleachers, he said that he was going to go out to the bleachers and wear full pinstripes. And the god CC Sabathia called him an effing clown. And that set Twitter and Instagram ablaze.
Yeah,
and then there were a lot of people that were like, yo, it's not cool that he's going out there. And they basically were like telling me not to link up with him. And I respect that, man, because different than CC, I literally refer to as the god CC, Hall of Famer.
He's a beast, legend, whatever you want to
World
call it.
Series champion,
The Black
Cy Young,
Aces,
Black
all of
Eight,
it,
the list goes on. And like I've been around CC. Go to my YouTube and look for the interview I had with CC at the Players Alliance.
I was at his last game too when he literally couldn't.
I was there
anymore.
too.
Yeah,
that was tugging at our heartstrings.
Like,
that
I was hurting with that too. And like he's one of, I think it's 3 lefties with 3 Ks, 3,000 Ks.
He's a legend.
One of 3 lefties.
He's a legend. But listen, CC, and shout out to CC's son. I see them go through, gate 2. They get on the elevator. They go to the suites. No, they don't even go to the suites. They go down and they go to Legends. So like, CC never coming out to the bleachers.
Yeah,
he's straight to Legends. I have respect for Clint Frazier because not only did he come to the bleachers, he kept his ass there the whole game. You think he can't go buy a better seat? Of course he can.
Obviously.
But he did it in a way to kind of defy the internet. Like, oh, everybody's saying I'm a clown. Don't do it. Don't go out there. Not only did he go out there and chill with all the Yankee fans, he sat there the whole game. And this is a guy that's hit home runs in that building. So respect to Clint Frazier.
Yeah, no, I really appreciate that. And I kind of like his FU mentality a little bit. I know that rubs people the wrong way, but I enjoy it. Because like I have some of that too.
You got to have it.
Too. Like,
if you're going to be successful, you got to have this FU, everybody mentality in you somewhere. You got to be nice to people,
be there,
but you got to know who deserves a middle finger sometimes.
So when the time comes, yeah, exactly. But let's get down to it. So what team worries you the most? I don't think you're as high in Toronto as I am. The Mariners traded for Brendan Donovan. That's a team that's a little bit sneaky to me. So like, if you're looking at the American League, if the Yankees are going to go back, who's their biggest roadblock to go into the World Series, in your opinion?
I just think the division is going to be tough.
Red Sox.
Like, we can't forget that the Blue Jays and Red Sox kicked our ass last year. Like those games were hard to watch. Like,
yeah, they were.
We got swept in Toronto. Like, after we won that first game in the Bronx, like Roman Anthony hit a home run. I was sitting behind home plate, and I saw that home run that Roman Anthony hit, and I'm just like, there's nothing we could do. I think that was a Friday night or Saturday night.
Yeah, I think it was Friday. I think I know which one you're talking about, actually.
They owned us.
It. Yeah,
they owned us.
I remember.
And he'll be back.
He's so good.
I know they traded for Sonny Gray.
That'll be very
They signed Suarez.
I like that move from him.
Luckily, though, they don't have Devers or Bregman.
That they really botched that situation badly.
But the Red Sox have a good manager. They're going to compete. They're going to be frisky.
Yeah.
They're going to be a pain in the ass. And the Blue Jays, they just went to the World Series. So as the Yankees are trying to get back to the World Series, so are the Blue Jays. And the Blue Jays owned us last year. So I think in the division, they're going to be tough. The Orioles are going to get better. Pete Alonso's down there. Taylor Ward's down there. Like, the Orioles are not going to just be pushovers.
Pitching,
And then the Tampa Bay Rays, they're getting back into their building. At least we won't have to play them in our spring training home. But you know that they steal games from us too. Luckily, Devin Williams won't be around to blow any games. But just the American League East alone is going to be a gauntlet. We got to win the division. We got to get through that first.
I don't think they're an 85-win team, and I'm not even as high in the team as Keith is, but I think they're going to win more than 85 games. Someone put that at the bottom. But, yeah, the division's a big thing. And they still won 94 games despite being terrible in this division. So that actually is a reason for optimism if you think about it, because, if they just improve a little bit in the division, then that can make the overall record better. But it is tougher this year because the Orioles won't be a pushover anymore. And the Red Sox, I don't know if they're better or worse. It's tough because they've done a lot, but they lost Bregman and Devers, and they got Wilson Contreras, who I like. But does that fill the void properly? I don't know. They got more pitching, yes. Their bullpen, besides Chapman, I still have some questions probably because he's money now apparently. But we'll have to see if that holds up as well, I guess, because relievers are so volatile year to year. But I do think that Mariners team with Brendan Donovan is definitely going to be interesting. And they have the pitching too. And some of the guys underperformed last year.
Yeah, I think the Mariners are going to be good just because they have their leader. They have Cal Raleigh, guys like Randy Arozarena, guys like Josh Naylor. They have their hitters. They have guys, but they're missing Eugenio Suarez. They're missing Jorge Polanco. It's another year. I've been saying, a Yankee fan, no 2 years are alike. I don't care.
That's a good point.
No 2 years are alike. There's so many things that can happen in baseball. You can't predict baseball. As Jeff said, the Yankees are an 85-win team. No, they're not. They won 82 games without Judge. They won 82 games with IKF playing in the outfield. Jake Bowers was playing. Billy McKinney was playing. Greg Allen was playing. That team won 82 games that year.
Yeah.
This team is going to win more than 85 games. I would take the over if they're healthy.
Yeah, I actually would too. And I might surprise some people because I've been a little bit negative. But my worry is not about the regular season. It's about October. I'm not worried about the regular season that much. Will they win the division? I don't fully know because the Red Sox and Blue Jays are tough, but they're gonna make the playoffs.
They should have won the division last year.
They should have won it last year, yes.
And they should be hell-bent on winning the division again. It's their division. It's their division to lose. I think that they can win it. I think that they should have a chip on their shoulder about how they got BTA against the Blue Jays and how the Red Sox, that rivalry. Remember the kid? What was this guy's name that lied and said his dad played with?
Oh, Hunter Dobbins. He got tossed over to the Cardinals. He's not even on the Red Sox anymore.
But remember that last year he told that stupid ass story and then he shoved against the Yankees twice. There was nothing the Yankees could even do about it. Hunter Dobbins had that stupid story that he didn't fact check, and then he came out and dominated the Yankees twice after that.
Yeah, that was a little strange, but he's not even on the team anymore, which is funny.
Good.
The Red Sox and Cardinals were business partners because of Chaim Bloom, so he was just cooking with them
after he lied season. Like that. They're like, you got to get this guy up out of here. He's a clown.
I mean, it's whatever with that, but Yankees. So who's a player that I know you talk about Judge, and we love Judge, and he's amazing, obviously, but who's a player you think people should be watching for, maybe in the lineup or in the rotation that people are sleeping on that you have higher expectations for? I'll give you one of mine, too.
Yeah, you can start.
All right. How about Austin Wells? I feel like Austin Wells is getting a little disrespected. I think he still was pretty solid, especially on defense. You want more from the bat, and the power was still there despite the average being low. And I know average is outdated, but you have to be better than what he did last year and with the on base and the slugging, because it all goes together if you think about it. Better average, better on base, better slug in most situations, especially for him, because he drives the ball and he hits it most times. He'll get some doubles, he'll hit them out. I think he's going to be better than people expect.
Yeah, someone asked me on my stream, I think last night, who's your breakout player? Aaron Judge. Duh.
Yeah.
But I know I can't say Judge. Fingers crossed that Ryan McMahon has a full off season, a spring training with the Yankees. He feels how different it is than going out to Mesa, Arizona with the Colorado Rockies. And he really figures out how to put bat to ball, use that short porch, and hit his 20 home runs and maybe even hit a little bit better, because there's a ton of people talking about the bottom of the order and how shaky the bottom of the order is. If Ryan McMahon can be a little bit better at the plate, a little more of a hitter, I'm not worried about his glove. He can be a guy that Yankee fans love. Surprisingly, he's going to get pitches to hit at the bottom of the order, and I know he's going to make the plays at third. So Ryan McMahon's got to step up this year.
Okay, I like it, and I'm a little bit midge because Suarez has a similar deal to him now, and I kind of like Suarez more, but we'll have to see. I'll give him a shot, and I did meet a Rockies reporter that said that he's a good clubhouse person and that he will get acclimated, and they think like he'll be fine. Basically, it probably was a tough adjustment coming from a place that you're not doing anything of importance to a place that everything's
and now they brought Angel Sevilla over from the Rockies to keep him company. So he'll be good. He'll be all good.
Yeah, that'll be an interesting one. We'll see if he cracks the bullpen. So let's play Caballero. Jared actually likes this one too. And shout out to Jared Goldstein, been pulling some strings for me behind the scenes. Everyone follow him as well. He's been trying to help me build this up. I appreciate the work he's been doing. He did say Caballero was his breakout.
To lead off, I don't know. But I'd rather him than watch Trent Grisham lead off every day.
All right, how about this? Caballero had an 820 OPS or what the Yankees pinstripes last year. He's my pick.
Listen, my only thing with Caballero is he gets thrown out on the base pass, and he's got a hot head where they're going to throw him out of games. They already hate the Yankees. Yeah. These umpires are going to throw him out of games. It's just we saw it last year in a short sample size. So I've been telling folks, and I don't want this to happen, but Volpe's going to come back sooner than later, and you're going to get tired of Caballero where you're going to be open to being like, let's see what Volpe has. And they love Volpe.
Yes, they do.
They absolutely love Volpe.
They do.
Where I've been saying, let Volpe take as much time in AA or AAA as he needs because he didn't ever get sent down. If he's got to play a month of AA games to ramp up and crush it, then let him. But I think the Yankees are going to let him play a week and then send him up. So
here's what I would say with this, because like this is a tough bridge for me to do, but I'll do my best luck here. So like, could Cabby technically steal the job and run away with it? I mean, it's possible, but I kind of agree with you. I think he is what he is. Like, he's not a full-time shortstop starter, most likely. I think you get impressed in flashes and it looks good once in a while. But if you play him for over 2 months, you probably will get tired of him as well.
He can't hit for power.
He has no pop. Volpe has more pop. Stolen bases, like he'll steal more.
I hope his glove is in his defense is there. I just see him as a guy that's going to be annoying when he makes mistakes, and he is better used off the bench as a pitch runner and late in games when they've got their fourth guy coming out of the bullpen, and it's like, hey, get in this guy's head, be an agitator. I think that's how he should be used. Yeah,
and I think it's like a thing that he could be good in moments, and they could win games with him. I'm not saying you can't win with him as shortstop. I think you could, but like you don't want him playing 162, like you said. You want to have him in a different role. They're not going to give him a Volpe. They've invested the first rounds on him, but this has to be make or break. And I'll say this as like one of the person that's been close to him and everything else, and you see me get clips and whatnot. But real stuff here, this has to be it. Like they need to see what's going on. Like you can't just keep having this happen like with that poor offense. Like the defense will be fine, I believe, once he's healthy. But he needs to hit a lot better than he has. The OPS has to at least get in the 700 range, and you have to like get some more consistency and stop striking out so much. Like the type of player he is, like he shouldn't be striking out as much as he strikes out.
I am giving Volpe grace because he had a torn labrum last year.
I'll give him the grace, which has been a long.
But now he's got it surgically repaired.
This has to be.
This is it.
It's go time.
This is the year. This is make or break. This is decision making time.
Exactly.
If his OPS, if his batting average, if all that doesn't tick up, if he is not substantially noticeably better at the plate this year, like we can't keep this. I agree. We can't keep the charade going.
I agree with you 100%. And the other thing that doesn't hurt you is that he's not making much money. That's why like it's not a big hindrance, but you need more production from his spot in the lineup. Like the bottom of the order was an issue last year. Like that's part of the reason why they got sent home early. If you think about it,
it was automatic outs.
Yeah. So Volpe and George Lombard, if I would start playing in the same team, they can groom them both for the left side of the infield. Is there? Yeah, I mean, maybe in their mind they probably hope that happens, but like I don't know. Does George ends up taking the spot? Volpe hasn't figured it out. That's possible as well.
I've seen George at Somerset. I've been around him. I have pictures with him. Like I've also been around Volpe. George Lombard looks more like a Pelotero. He looks more like a ball player. He looks more like if they're going to play them together, don't be surprised if they move on from Jazz, try to put Volpe at second and Lombard at short.
That's an interesting outlook. That's definitely possible because like I was telling you the other day, I think Jazz is going to get 200 million plus easily in free agency.
Yeah, and
I can easily see that happen.
I love Jazz, but he pisses me off at the same time. He's going to go in the locker room and he's going to tell somebody on Twitter, SMD. He's going to get married to an OnlyFans girl and get trolled and got his business all out there. he's going to look at these umpires and flip out over an outside strike call and get tossed out of a game against Cincinnati where we need him in. Like, those type of things are going to keep him from getting the bag from the Yankees.
Can he clean that up, though? Then on the contract year, we will find out. Will he shape himself up and grow a little bit? And I like him as a person. I think he's really cool and funny, but like he's got to lock in sometimes and not get thrown out of games when I need him to hit. Like, I think he's a good dude.
This is a prove it year for him, and that's why. Hey, I get the whole run it back, unfinished business, finish the job. There's a lot on the line for everybody this year. The Yankees want a mulligan. They got it. Here it comes.
I have pros and cons with Lombard. No, I don't think he should be traded unless it's something incredible like a Scooble type thing, like something out of this world. But it wouldn't be just.
I was about to say, for whom? Who?
I just told you. But that would be crazy. It's not going to happen.
But they said the Tigers wanted him, Cam Schlittler, Ben Rice,
and Spencer Jones, apparently. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen, obviously. I'm talking the what ifs. I'm not trading Lombard 9 times out of 10. No,
because if Volpe fails, Lombard is 2 years away. You can't do that.
Now you can't. There's you can't. Got me gassed up on George Brown Pumper at spring training. And I'm going to tell you, I echo your sentiments with him because I interviewed him before. I've also spoke to his father before, so I do know about the family.
The bloodline.
Yes, that's what it is. Like, George just looks like a ball player to me. Like, you see him walk in, he has that attitude. He's like, 19, 20, but he looks like he's like the leader of the team. Like, everyone falls, like, they like what
he's got to get a little better at the plate.
Yes, the plate needs to
come.
But
he's got a highlight reel of defense. He's made some ridiculous plays in Somerset. You can find him all on Twitter.
He can run. He's got some good speed. I think he just has to, like, lock in mechanically a little bit, like, probably make better contacts. And I was saying this to other people, too, and I know we got to wrap up soon, but the double-A hitting is harder than people think. Like, that league's really hard to hit. And, like, there was only, like, 3 teams that had an OPS over 700, like, as a team.
Some people say that the pitching is better at double-A.
I think it is, honestly.
And I believe that because Spencer Jones was struggling down there, and then they put him in AAA, and he's hitting everything out. So.
Lombard is not a nobody. I'm not even going to put that on the screen because it's not worth putting on the screen, but he's definitely not a nobody.
Sometimes people say stuff in the chat, and you read it, and you just, like, can't even entertain that, bro. George Lombard's their number 1 prospect. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Steve Brzezinski. Steve, thanks for popping in.
Yo, what up, Steve?
Really appreciate it. One of our better friends here. I don't know when, but I keep hearing the schemes away Yankee. The noise is loud. MLB Network. I actually agree with you. I'll throw some gas on that fire because, first of all, when his time is up and the contract comes, Yankees will have everyone off the books except Max Fried, so they technically would have the money to pay for him.
Yep.
He definitely wants to be a Yankee. I don't even get to.
And we're gonna get salary capped, so there's only gonna be so much he can
that's
actually.
Another thing, which actually might help them, unfortunately, because I don't want the cap, but it's probably happening.
And Livy Dunn
definitely wants to be in New York.
I told a story on the fan about I saw Livy Dunn at the stadium. It was like Navy SEALs night. Livy Dunn came to the stadium as an influencer like 3 years ago.
Okay.
And these guys were goo gaga for her, taking pictures of her. But she's from Jersey. She grew up a Yankee fan.
Yes.
She also goes to the Devils games and brings him to Devils games. She tried to buy Babe Ruth's apartment.
I did not know that.
She tried to buy Babe Ruth's apartment, and she got denied by like the housing association because she's too famous.
That is crazy.
The rich people in New York that live there are like, nah, the block is hot, bro. You're gonna bring way too many creeps around here trying to get selfies with you.
Schemes and Libby's on NYC. Let's go. Yep, sign it up, Steve. We're in. We agree. I think it's inevitable, honestly. I really do. It will.
He's not gonna go to the Mets.
No, he's not gonna go to the Mets, and
they can try and get Scooble if they want.
Yeah, and then like the Dodgers, I mean, I think he'd rather come east. She probably wants east, and like I think the Yankees are gonna not be denied. And this is a situation. It's gonna be like their Garrett Cole. It's gonna be like the White Whale situation where they just won't get denied. I think if there's not
sound good to me.
If there's not a salary cap, I don't think there's like a number that what are we looking at, like 4 or 5? It's gonna be something ridiculous. Like it's gonna be crazy, but they're gonna be able to pay it because that money is gonna be off the books, which is why Cole's money will be off unless they keep him. Rodon's money is off, and Fried's will be on. Yeah, and then Stanton will be off. Like you'll have so many guys off. Like the team's gonna look so much different at that point. Like it's easily a thing that you make a million reasons why they should do it. Like there's no reason not to do it.
I'm with it. And you're gonna have cost-effective guys like Ben Rice and Cam Schlittler and Volpe and Wells that they're gonna have the money to throw.
All right, so let's end this here and we'll go to
The Ann Michael May. Nah, you tripping.
yeah.
That's a good one to end on because you got to go to bed after that. But hey, he said she'd be the Ann Michael May. Wow.
I gotta give you. Let's do one final countdown thing here. Oh, this is early in the process, but let's go. World Series prediction. Is it Yankees Dodgers again? Does anything stop that from happening?
Yeah, I just want us to protect our own history and stop the Dodgers from a three-peat. Also avenge the loss that I saw with my own eyes in 2024. How sweet would it be before we lock out, the Yankees end their drought, stop the evil empire deferred Dodgers, and the three-peat that we had is protected. I just see the writing on the wall. Run it back, stay healthy, and get it done. And it ain't a lock that the Dodgers get there. It could be the Cubbies. It could be the Phillies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It could be the Braves.
Braves, yeah. God, will we dare say the Mets? I mean, I guess you never know.
No,
probably not, but it's possible. You never know what could happen.
The Mets really got a 1-year thing going. Bo Bichette's going to opt out. We'll see how that all comes together with them. They got guys playing positions they never played before.
Yeah.
They still don't have enough pitching either.
Yeah.
Freddie Peralta's a 1-year deal.
Yep. So they might go balls to the wall for that 1 year and blow it all up. It's possible, like you said. So that maybe they do figure it out
over again. No Edwin Diaz. They're going to be watching Devin Williams blow games. I'm gonna be over there laughing.
They don't have a real first baseman either. Experimental
Jorge Polanco,
Mark Vientos.
Who's playing left field? Brett Beatty, Tyrone Taylor,
Benj maybe. Actually, really do
Carson Benj.
I'll talk.
If he's ready.
I do like him though. I think he will.
Yeah, he's a top prospect.
We'll see. I do. I support that idea though. But yeah, Keith, this was so fun. So let me try to hit these subs things here. So everyone, check out Keith. Obviously, on my channel. I'm sure there's a few new people, hopefully, that are interacting with you that haven't seen you before. It's more towards me, but like everyone knows that he works very hard, and I love all the work he does. I miss KM the AM all the time, and I don't even listen to WFAN as much because I'm on anymore. And that's a real fact. So I'm not even just saying that. He didn't tell me to say that. You could ask anyone. Like I just don't listen as much because he's not on anymore.
Yeah,
and I'm really busy. Like I took the time out of my day to like listen to his stuff, but I don't feel the need to do that to some of the other people as much as I did with him. So that's the true fact. And that's
because his vibes, bro. His energy, bro.
I mean, I got my slots, winter meetings, spring training. Like we had our call-ins and everything. And whenever you're back in, I'll try to hit you up again because I know you still have some spots. So
yeah,
thank you. And everyone follow him everywhere. He's all over social media. It's not hard to find. And
yeah. And make sure you guys follow Jules. Like I said, make sure you guys follow his channel. I know a lot of you came in from my YouTube channel. I know this is also on his Twitter. He's just a hardworking guy. I remember he messaged me on LinkedIn years ago,
the origin story.
And I told him go for it. And it just shows my character that I responded back then, and I was like, let me know if you need any help, and I've helped how I can in different stages of his journey, and I'm proud of the guy. So for all of you guys watching, we appreciate you. Chase your dreams as well, and support other people, man. It doesn't cost you nothing to show love. Don't be a hater. Show love.
Yeah, someone asked about supers, but I don't have that on my channel yet. Hopefully soon.
Oh, you got to build.
I'll get.
You got to build the watch hours and subscribers.
We're working on it. It'll happen. I know you.
Took
can
me
get
a long time.
Yeah, you can get the supers though. Obviously, I can't right now. Someone had one more thing. I think I will see. Bo will opt out. So anything else noteworthy? No, I guess we're good. Yeah, Can I get to that bottom? I don't know.
Let's see.
All right, that's fine. That's how I feel, bro. You already know what it is. Oh, cartons. Oh, they agree with me. They agree with me. And I won't bash anyone else, but they agree with me. Basically.
Yo, appreciate y'all,
cool,
man.
Yeah. I'm not gonna put any other names.
I'm not gonna leave. I'm not gonna leave y'all without let me tell you this, yo.
Go ahead, bro.
There's a 0% chance that I go from having a show every night, Monday through Friday on WFAN the last 4 seasons, to coming into this season and not turning it up another level and giving y'all as much as I can. I'm working on the plan now, and I'm not working on it alone. Every day I'm having calls. Every day I'm having meetings. I've had paid for lunches. I've had. All right, there are people that are interested in me and what I bring to the table. And when baseball season comes, it's on.
All right, do a show with BT.
I would. Shout out to BT. He launched his show on YouTube, but I'm not doing that.
I do like
I'm not doing that. Like, When you see the Keith McPherson show, you're gonna know it's the Keith McPherson show. It's not gonna be out of my apartment.
I got you on that. Steve said super chats in this economy. I love Steve. It's so funny. Super chats in this economy.
Yeah, they be throwing 99 cents. Sometimes I get $20.
Yeah, no, like I've seen them before on other people's channels, and it is a thing.
It's
people
love,
do. And
bro.
like, eventually,
It's love,
I will
bro.
get to that point. Obviously, and I have people interested in me too, and I'm also working on some stuff, not as high of a scale as he is. Obviously,
Get that monetization, boy. 139. I got a 139.61 check coming, boy. That's for my son. That's for my son's diapers and food to eat.
There it is. No, but seriously, like, yeah, that's definitely important. I'm working on some stuff behind the scenes too. Obviously, not to the scale he is, but hopefully it's something exciting that'll make everything
Brick
good
by
this year.
brick.
Yeah, it's a day by day.
There's
process,
somebody with more than me. Like somebody said, do a show with BT. BT is blazing a trail right now. He's got
good, yeah.
15,000 subscribers. He's got 2,000 views per video, but he can't get no super chat.
That's pretty funny. Yeah.
Not yet. Not yet.
You know, the YouTube thing is really hard to build, honestly.
Because they know famous people can jump on the platform and bring all their followers over, but they make you earn it.
Yeah, no, you really have to go through it.
They make you put in the watch hours.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you got the subscribers, now you got to get the watch
like
hours.
the subs, it's not even that bad. Like I can hit 1,000 like relatively in a few months probably and be good. Like I have my 5+ already. That's like one little stupid bar. But like, yeah, the thing is the shorts. Yeah, the shorts I do that builds up my subs. It doesn't help with the watch time, unfortunately, but it does help get some things going. Like I did take Zero Vice and add a few football things here and there. It did help me get some attraction like here and there, like on TikTok and like with YouTube. So like a Super Bowl, we'll see what's up. I want to get those copyright strikes, but we'll see what I can sneak in there. I'll get in trouble.
If it was easy, everybody would do it.
Exactly. That's a good point. All right. So I appreciate everyone coming in. It was a really fun night. And my final note is I think it craps out here. I want to hit this little subscriber thing.
I think we're still live.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna hit one last thing.